quick.
Get it to the end zone.
Joey Slide to kick off
Hi.
Carolina.
I know I would at this point.
Not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kicks away.
He's running it.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Okay.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 79 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Oh, my God.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Giants 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
When I was leaving. That was another formation I definitely would have scored. The interception. Or the... What did interception do? I know this guy's...
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting...
Dumbass is afraid to throw the ball.
And it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Barkley, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Giants 21. Joey Sly to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The ball carrier.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
For Curtis Samuel.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
A gain of 20
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Get there and pick it.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe
it's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here. First and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off the play fake. He'll set up to throw it. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Panthers.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore. 27 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Saquon, my God.
You can run back out there and go, totally
whole bunch of guys
just
against one guy.
the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick
Hey, Jay.
six for a Panther touchdown.
Do you want to know what the score is in this game right now? It's 40 to 28 me.
As a quarterback, Charles, you want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them
Oh,
having
dude,
to blitz?
this might be my best online game ever in this game.
Defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
McCaffrey.
So a nice job to break the one tackle,
Damn it,
but
bro.
not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Giants 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line.
I had a feeling that he knew I was going to put the
drive.
defense on him.
Sort of
I was
seeing
going to pick
themselves
that shit
spiral
out.
out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking now.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56, check 56.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Oh, I almost had that.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again. Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties are so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
How is it his ball?
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Bro. God, this guy can work for the defense. Good defense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to get him for a loss of about 3. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton.
I swear to God, bro.
And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Why?
Makes the score Panthers 40, Giants 37.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
You gotta stick him. He does the same defense every time. It's really annoying.
Touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about
The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly.
Imagine this guy didn't leave after that. Like, why?
To account for that.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure.
Why didn't he leave?
You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's going to throw it.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Oh, no.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, Saquon again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Bro,
get this out to Barkley.
He passes it to Saquon every time.
Just a field goal.
Holy, bro. How'd you mean that much of? Oh my.
So it's Giants football.
Every time, Saquon Barkley. Like, come on.
1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Nice.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
By interception, this game over. One interception can steal this game.
Should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jeez, oh my God.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh my God.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Pick one person
Took a
your
pretty good
boyfriend.
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play.
30 seconds left.
56. Mike, 56. Like that. Let's get this. 56.
He'll look to throw.
Get it!
And
No.
that's going to be incomplete.
Come on, man.
The coverage too good there. The contact.
No,
popped the 3, and it's
intercept it,
4th
bro.
down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Facing this big first half
Oh
deficit,
my
they
God.
keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Give me some. Give me some.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that one's
Yeah!
Clock stops
Jeez,
here,
19
just inside
seconds
the
left. He's about to go to the end
19
zone.
left.
He could win by a touchdown, and I won 40 to 37.
This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like
Yeah,
their aggressiveness.
online against
I
this
like
guy.
what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why
And
not the
he was
second
down
time?
by a touchdown, and he could have won right there. He could have tied the game with a field goal, Jay. But he decided to go on it with 4th down when he could have tied it.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brings up 2nd
And I won 40 to 37.
Today's final score, Panthers 40.
Charles, it's one thing
Wow.
to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
Wait, should I put this on YouTube?
You just don't think you can do anything wrong.
Should I put this on YouTube?
Pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Definitely. No way, Jace. Jace, look at my YouTube video when I post this. All right, you have to look at this, dude. This game was insane. Woo! Oh my God.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
I didn't even mean to pick the Panthers, even though they're like my favorite, like one of my favorite teams. I didn't even mean to pick them. Wow. What a game. Wow. Look at that, man. A game to never forget. I'm putting this on YouTube, bro. What a game. Thank you.